Hello everybody and welcome back to the Forever World. Now the sun is going down, so I am going to be running off to my bed here in a second, but I'm going to be describing what we're going to be doing. I haven't done a whole lot in between episodes. I did get this area, went ahead and flattened it off with grass, just so I can work on getting the buildings up and everything else like that. Essentially what we're making here is a toll house. There's going to be a small staircase up here. There's probably going to be like a tiny field, like a, well, I say field. It's more like there's going to be a bunch of boxes shoved right here of goods and stuff that people weren't allowed to bring into the town. So they're going to be placed here. There's going to be a tower up against this area that's going to be overlooking the water. Keep in mind, this little tidbit is going to be gone at some point. And then we're going to do a small building back here that's actually going to be the toll house. I need to run off and go sleep. Toll done. I'll be right back. Also, while I'm running through, I've been slowly getting rid of all the path block. It's taking a bit of time, but I am getting there. It's a slow but steady process. I've also been slowly terraforming the area around the village to make it easier to build on. So that area over there, you'll notice where there's a little bit of path block. This area used to be built up quite a bit. I took it down, I think, 2 blocks. And this area is probably going to flatten a bit more. And I'm probably going to build an official barn over there for the horses. For the walk back that way. Because we are going to eventually make roads between all the villages. I also did this. This is just a tiny little scaffolding bridge. This is just so I can get back and forth across the water without having to walk through the water. I did mention that I wanted to make a bridge of some kind, but this is essentially my filler for that until I can get there. Okay, but as far as what I have in my inventory, I have some of the starter stuff I'm going to need to get this building in place. So we're going to start with the actual main building portion. And then we'll work on everything else. So I want to put like a small little guard post back here. And I want the main building to actually kind of start in this general vicinity. Door here, door there, and probably a staircase in this back corner here. Just going up to a second story. And then real quick, while I'm thinking about it, I want to put in the stone brick foundation for this. Now this is just going to be a basic little tower shape. Hold on, where exactly do I want to place this? I can probably place it there and it'd be fine. Yeah, that actually fits perfectly. Okay. So, little tower. Now I'm going to build this kind of like some of my old towers, where it's going to be... You know what? I'll just leave this as it. Better Minecraft Season 1. I put a lot of towers in around that village. This tower is essentially going to be the same thing. I may try to figure out how to put a covering on it up at the top instead, because this is a more rainy region. So we're going to worry about that. Not to mention, I'm going to want to block a little bit of the view to up there, which is where our like stone kind of, I'm going to say temple building. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but some sort of large stone building is going to be up there. Don't know if I'm going to make it a statue or whatnot just yet. Also, before we get started building, as of recording this video, for the people that know, it's going to date the video a little bit, but I am pre-recording for a vacation I'm taking. So that's the reason if the quality of videos has dropped a tad, that is why. It is because I am pre-recording and having to rush edit a lot of stuff so that you guys can continue to have videos while I'm on vacation. So stuff's going to be a little bit of a lower quality, at least for the next 2 weeks. And then it will go back to normal as I come back. So sorry if the videos aren't nearly as much done or they seem a little bit rushed. It's because they are. I am sorry. My YouTuber brain just won't shut off and let me just go with a week without uploading something without an actual reason for not uploading. just my brain won't let me, so I'm filling that void. But the a little announcement I had, there's going to be a series that's going to replace this series for a while. Eventually, the Forever World is going to come back. It's not going anywhere. I'm still going to have it. I'm still going to be working on building up resources for when I do get back into recording for it. But I actually have plans for a full announcement video once we get everything solidified and everything's going. I mean, we have a date solidified currently, but that is the most amount I will release as of currently. But there is something big in the works that will be coming to my channel in August. That is the most I will give you right now. That is something for you guys to look forward to in the coming month. But with that said, we have some buildings that need to go up and some decoration that needs to be done. So let's get started on that. I'm just slowly walking down the cliff. Let's not do that. Let's go. Alrighty, bottom floor is in. I'm kind of working on a second story right now. Don't have all the wood planks in just yet. There's a reason that I was doing this, and I'll get to that in a second. We enter into a wall. I think there's gonna be like a little bit of an entrance desk here. Like somebody would be standing here, like the guards would call, somebody's coming up, and somebody would immediately walk up to here. Look over their goods, look over their paperwork, stuff like that. And then this, ignore how that looks down there for a second. This is gonna be the staircase up to the second story. This is where the toll house worker would actually kind of live. Like this is where they would be stationed. And that's what this is gonna be. I'm thinking about actually taking this out another 3 blocks and doing a kind of outdoor patio type situation right here, to give a little bit more cover to the doorway and give another spot for them to just kind of exist. And then there's going to be this, which is going to go into a basement. I don't have this dug out completely yet, but this is going to be where the storage stuff is going to be. I think I want to dig it out to be around about the same size as the building, so this lines up with the exact corner of the building. Okay, and now when coming down here, this is fully done. We have the beams holding everything together, and it feels like you kind of have to slightly duck to get down here, which is how I want it to feel. I did leave in the stone, because this is basically supporting the... I know some places they call it the ground floor. I'm in the Americas, we call it the first floor. But it's supporting the first floor of the building. And this I could probably extend further down if I want to do more rooms, or if I want to make like a connector between this area and the tower that's eventually going to be over there, I can do that. But for right now, this is now the finished basement. Now I'm coming up here to do the second floor of the building. Okay, and our second story is done. Now we gotta pop a roof on there. And by done, I mean completely done. There is shutters on all the windows. This is completely covered. All of them are facing the right direction. I even came back and redid the doorway since I was doing this patio bit in general. Decided to come back and redo the doorway. I do plan on putting coarse dirt and such through here, but I plan on our walkway being right here and coming up this way with a bunch of leaves and stuff. With this back corner so exposed, like there's no windows on it hardly, I have a plan to do like a trailing vine sort of plant coming up the side of this. I'll get to that when we're doing the detail on this in the next video. But for right now, this is just kind of how it looks. My main goal is to try and get hold on, brain will rework in a second. Too much caffeine. I wanted to get the buildings in place today. My main goal was to get the buildings in place. All the decor bits I plan on doing in a completely separate video that includes starting the road. There we go. Things are about to start burning alive. There's Endermen running around, but that's because I was determined to finish this building in that one night. So the roof is entirely on it. The building itself is done. top to bottom, it is completely sealed. Oh, that door needs to be shut, but it is completely sealed. I need to take down this dirt scaffolding so I can get up to the roof. There we go. But there we go. Eventually, I want to put some stairs along the inside of this and then put some lanterns across the top of that, just to make the lighting look a bit better. Hey, yo, can we not? Leave me alone, please. Especially you. I don't want to deal with you. But here is the Toll House building in all its glory. Now, I need to run back to the actual, like, workstation house right now. And, well, first of all, drop off some of this stuff, but I also need to, well, I need to make ladders. But I also need to turn some of the stone brick into stairs and slabs, because all of my original designs had stairs and slabs. But I don't have any right now. Okay, and there we go. And it is fully accessible from the interior. And it is lit up with some torches just hidden sporadically throughout it. Oop, I forgot a floor. There we go. It just barely breaches over this because it's mainly meant to watch the waterway. I could have stretched it a tiny bit more and made it look cleanly, a little bit more cleanly over the building, but I didn't want it to be so towering over it because it's supposed to be watching the waterway and the approachings from either side. It's mainly the person on the other end of this building who's watching the actual area behind here. But that is all I have time for this episode. We actually got quite a bit done. I wasn't expecting to get fully done with both buildings today. Now, in between now and taking the thumbnail picture, I do a few touches here and there, which is mainly just going to be coarse dirt. I'm going to throw in a pathway in between the two buildings so that you can kind of see how they're meant to be entered. So there's going to be a coarse dirt path in front of that coming to here, and there's going to be a coarse dirt path going from that over to that. But all the other tiny detail things, like the plants that are going to be growing around this and stuff like that, that is all going to be done in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!